Right, time now for some tech news. If you're waiting to unwrap the very latest device or even gadget this Christmas, you may just find it under the tree. A global chip shortage is affecting the production of this as well, just about everything. iPhone stock is running particularly low, with Vodacom and Cell C having limited stocks. So let's discuss this now in other tech stories with my broadband editor, Jan van Vermeulen. Jan, thank you for your time. Good morning to you. Let's talk about this because it might put people in a bit of a frenzy. Global chip shortage, what's going on here with the supply chain problem?
Yeah, good morning. So this is a supply chain issue that we've been having all pandemic, and it ties back to a couple of factors. It's not just COVID. It's the fact that there was a drought in Taiwan, and one of the major chip fabrication plants in Taiwan was affected by that, and that's caused a shortage of the silicon chips that are used in our devices, or in all kinds of devices. So whether it's a laptop, computer, smartphone, cars even were affected by this. So you'll see that car stocks and car manufacturing has been, they've not been able to keep up with demand. In the case of the iPhone in particular, Apple has even rerouted some of its production capacity from iPad into iPhone, and even that has not been enough to match up with the demand or the pent-up demand for the device. And it's not just phones. It'll be all kinds of devices, and you'll see that there's you'll find it difficult to get your hands on the PlayStation 5, for example, in South Africa. Overseas, the Xbox is difficult to get hands on. I think there's still a little bit of stock in South Africa. So yeah, it unfortunately affects everything. And it's, as I said, it's a little bit to do with the pandemic, people are having to be furloughed, going home, but also a lot to do with that drought in Taiwan earlier in the season.
All right, that gives us a better picture of what's really going on. But also, talk to me about the Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what you might want to find under the Christmas tree this year. The Oculus Quest 2 is a device I've just heard so many good things about. Everybody who, you know, as someone who's in technology, I have a very different perspective on things, but hearing from people, from ordinary users, they just had this really positive experience with the Oculus Quest 2, the Oculus Quest line of VR goggles, that it's starting to feel like virtual reality is really becoming more usable for everybody, that it's not just a thing for early adopters anymore. And so yeah, if you're looking for, it's an expensive device. You're looking at 12,000 Rand plus, but for a new kind of video game experience, the Oculus Quest is certainly something to keep in mind this year, for anybody who wants to write a letter to Santa, or who's perhaps going shopping for a Christmas gift for the whole family, if everybody is into video games in the family.
Right. And just, Jan, lastly, talk to me about what's happened regarding robotic kits.
Yes, so this is another idea that I thought would be cool for folks who are starting to do their Christmas shopping. If you've got somebody who is technically inclined, if you've got a child who's technically inclined, there's some really cool kits, like creative engineering kits and robotics kits available for sale. The really good stuff I would recommend is like the Lego kits for more advanced. For people who are more advanced in their technical journey. There's Lego Mindstorms, but there's also Lego kits that are for kids who are just sort of starting to learn about technical things and about programming and so on. And so for a way to get a child that is interested in this kind of things, getting their hands not dirty, but certainly in the guts of a piece of technology, building their own stuff. This is a great starting point. And then obviously, since, you know, we can't buy the latest PlayStations and iPhones and iPads and whatnot, perhaps folks who want a tech gadget could build their own this festive season. And so more advanced type of kits out there are Arduino kits. That's for folks who know about tech. They'll know about the Arduino. But yeah, it's basically a kind of chip that you can program, and you can build all kinds of interesting projects around it. And you can find kits for this kind of stuff for sale all over the place. RS Components is a good place to start looking, but Takealot has it as well. So yeah,
Right.
I thought that these were interesting gift ideas in lieu of being able to just go out and buy the latest gadgets because of the stock shortage.
Absolutely, and interesting they are indeed. And I appreciate you, as Paul, sharing them with us. My broadband editor, Jan Vermeulen, thank you so much for your time this morning.